It says in Parshas Kedoshim, "Hoicheach tochiach es hamisecho, v'lo yisiso olav chet." Is there a mitzvah to give Mussar to a goy? Rashi in Sandhedrin, Daf Ein Heu Med Aleph, "Hoicheach tochiach es hamisecho, ein chiyuv loichiach nochri o geir toishav ho'over Avirah." A misecho is only a Yehudi. In Sefer Kemoitze Sholol Rov brings an interesting chidush from the Shtubin Rov on this Rashi. Agon Rab Yexheskel Sarno, the Chevron Rosh Yeshiva, asked once Agon Rab Doiv Beirish Weinfeld, the Baal Doiver Meishorim, the Shtubin Rov. It says in Mishlei, "Soine matonos yechye." If somebody rejects a matona, he'll live. He'll live longer, he'll live better. This mitzvah of rejecting a matona is shaykh when a goy gives a matona, or dafke when a yid gives a matona. The Shtubin Rov said, only from a yid. And his raya is based on this Rashi. Rashi says that the mitzvah of Tוכחה is only by a Yisrael, not by a goy. There is no mitzvah to give Mussar to a goy. There is a sma, Choshen Mishpat, Resh Mem Tesif Koton Dalet, that the problem of running after matonos, the yisoid of soin matonos yichyeh, is to avoid chanifa. Why do you have to avoid chanifa? Chanifa is a stira with Tוכחה. A person gets matonos, it becomes possible to give Mussar to that person anymore. For example, the Rosh HaKohol that supports the Moisdois, and he gives millions of dollars to the Moiset, he gets all the covet, even though he may not be a Shomer Shabbos, or may even get married to a non-Jewish lady. Anything that you're going to say is going to jeopardize the matonos is giving. That's the shittas asma, that soine matonos yichyeh, a person who does not take any matona whatsoever, he can give Mussar. He live without the problem of hoicheach tochiach es hamisecho v'lo yisiso olav chet. Once the stipler was called for a din Torah between two Roshei Yeshiva. The stipler refused to be the dayan. He refused to hear the din Torah. He says, "I'm noigea bedover," because one of the Roshei Yeshiva supports him and gives him money for printing his Sforim. So he is a noigea bedover. He cannot see the tzad choif. Soine matonos yichyeh. That's the shittas asma. According to this, Rashi says in Sanhedrin, says the Shtubin Rov, that from a goy there's no mitzvah toichocho. There's no mitzvah to say Mussar to a goy. If there's no mitzvah to say Mussar to a goy, probably there's no problem to take matonos from a goy. So soine matonos yichyeh is only shaykh by a Yisrael and not by a goy. That's what the Shtubin Rov said on the spot. In Kuntras, Derech Koichav Mi'Yankov brings a stira, a contradiction, from the Shtubin Rov's Yisoid that you are allowed to take matonos from a goy, from a different Devar Torah that he said that there's a mitzvah to reject matonos from a goy. In Parshas Lech Lecho, Avraham Avinu was tested with one of the 10 nisyonos by Hero of Boretz. There was a hunger in Eretz Yisrael and he had to go down to Mitzrayim. And he had to worry about his wife Sorah, that she was very beautiful. As the Gemara says in Masechta Baba Basra, she was the most beautiful person in her time. So he told her, "Imri noa choisiat," say that you are my sister. Lema'an yitav li ba'avurech, so they should give me matonos, like Rashi says. V'choiso nafshi biglaleich, and I'll spare my life because of you. The Shtubin Rov asks, "Bevadai Avraham Avinu kiyem kol haTorah kulo ad shelo nitna," and he was mekayim also soine matonos yichyeh. There's a mitzvah to reject presents from people. How is it that Avraham Avinu asked and did peulos that he should get presents from Paroi? What does he do with the soine matonos yichyeh? So the Shtubin Rov said that Avraham Avinu meant to say like this: they'll give me presents, and I will reject those presents, and I'll be mekayim soine matonos yichyeh, and with that, v'choiso nafshi biglaleich, I'll spare my life. You see, from these words from the Shtubin Rov, even from a goy, shaykh to say soine matonos yichyeh. L'choira, this seems to be a contradiction to what he told the Rosh Yeshiva from Hebron. And one of the Talmidim answered in the Kuntrus Derech Koichav Mi'Yankov that perhaps there's a difference between Avraham Avinu and any other Yid after Matan Torah. After Matan Torah we have a mitzvah, Hoicheach tochiach es hamisecho, only a Yisrael. You may not take matonos, so you should give them Mussar. Avraham Avinu, before Matan Torah, his job was to be mekaref anybody to the Emunas Hashem. And the only way to do that was by not taking any matonos. Like the Sma says, taking matonos is shoichat, and that is a problem with hoicheach tochiach samisecho. You won't be able to rebuke somebody. So memelo, there's no stira between the taking matonos of Avraham Avinu and refusing it to the alocho that you're allowed to take matonos from a goy and you don't have to refuse. But still we have to understand Rashi, that he says there is no mitzvah to give Mussar to a goy. We find in Tanakh that Ribono Shel Olam told Yona Novi to go to the city of Nineveh and give Mussar to them. Nineveh was a city from Goyim. And the Medrash says that the Melech of Nineveh was actually Paroi. After Mitzrayim was destroyed, he went to Nineveh, he became the Melech over there. But we can say a simple teretz that Enochanami, there was no chiyuv for Yona to be Mechiach Nineveh, and it was only Hoiroas Sho'o. But that cannot be. And Sefer Hasidim from Rabbi Yehuda HaChosid says Meferesh that from the Maise of Nineveh and Yona Hanovi, if a person sees a goy doing an Avirah, there's a mitzvah of Hoicheach Toichiach, and he is allowed to be Moiche. The Choyra, this Sefer Hasidim, argues with Shitas Rashi in Masechta Sanhedrin. Could be there's a chilik between a yochid and a rabbim. By a yochid there's no mitzvah to be mochiach, like Rashi says. In the Sefer Chasidim is talking about a rabbim, like in Nineveh. But from the Sefer Chasidim it's not mashma like that, because it's talking about any goy. Could be that we're talking about Shiva mitzvahs b'nei Noach. A goy is over one of the Shiva mitzvahs b'nei Noach, even though there is no arvus, but there could be a mitzvah and schar to be mochiach the goy. There's no chiyuv midin hoicheach tochiach zamisecho, but from Nineveh we learn that you're allowed to give Mussar, and there's a mitzvah to give Mussar. Another answer, by hoicheach tochiach zamisecho is afilu mea peomim, but by a goy it's only a mitzvah to show that you are not masking to what he's doing. All he's doing is angering the Ribono Shel Olam without you yoytze. Mashenke by Yisrael, hoicheach tochiach zamisecho ad kedei hako, and ad velad bechlal.